Welcome to Pajama Talk with me, Oracle Bridget. I'm drinking my coffee, chilling at the house, and I want to do a little power talk with you. Can we talk about the concepts of power for a moment? Now, let's keep in mind that 90% of my followers are women. So when you hear me say she or her or you, but maybe you're not a she or her, please do go ahead and just change that language in your mind so that it relates to you. Because this is not just a concept for women to explore. It's just that, we're all women here. So I'm going to use language that's easy for me to get the message across. Again, I'm going to make mentions of patriarchy. I might mention men, but please understand that feeling resistance to embodying your power is not limited to any one particular gender, okay? So, what is powerful? What does that mean for you? What does being powerful feel like? What does feeling powerful look like? What does behaving in a powerful manner look like to you? What does that mean for you? Behaving in a powerful manner. What does that look like? 1, I want you to consider getting creative. 2, I want you to let yourself explore the new character. 3, I want you to open your heart to the idea that others were not predicting you to become this. I don't want you to think that other people outside of you hold the keys to your power. I don't want you to think that you being powerful means that other people are telling you you're powerful. I, for the most part, think being powerful is an inside job. It's not about other people. It's about being able to stand in your truth as your authentic self, representing what you came into this life to do. Whatever your life purpose is whatever you are innately drawn towards with your intuition and with your spirit. What you're innately drawn towards in life. There's a magnetism that pulls you towards certain life paths, and I love that. It's one of the most magical parts of life, right? And I think that ultimately, in our society, it's looked down on for women to behave in a powerful way. And if a woman starts to behave powerfully, they just want to call her a man. And I don't really like that. Also, I think that what a powerful man is kind of already decided by society. And men are also limited in their expression of their power because they feel like they have to mold their powerful selves after some pre-existing image or example that society has given. Well, I want you to know that society doesn't even want men or women to be powerful. Society does not want people to be powerful. Society wants people to be lost and confused and watching the news. Society does not want people thinking for themselves. Society wants people watching the news to be told what to think and what to feel. So your first step in being powerful is simply thinking and feeling for yourself without letting anyone else tell you how you think or how you feel. Having a true communion with your spirit, being one with your spirit, being able to acknowledge how you feel and how it is separate from the collective energy, and getting to choose to honor whatever it is that your experience is for yourself. Letting yourself become whatever it is that feels right and divine for you to become, despite whatever the collective says, despite whatever the news says or the mainstream media says. That's the first sign of power. Okay? That could be anyone. For the most part, a person starts to become powerful when they release the attachment to the validation and the acceptance of others. Because as a person starts to become powerful, the people around them who get pushed away by their strong aura get triggered usually and get offended. And then they go and they give negative feedback to the powerful person. Because they say, hey, I used to be able to step on your boundaries. I used to be able to step on your toes. I used to be able to pull your hair, and now I can't. You got to go back to the way you were. You got to go back. I'm upset. You're icky that you're not letting me step on your toes and pull your hair. And it's like, you're going to notice people lashing out at you, that they can't grab onto you and have a negative impact on you. And it's kind of crazy because these might be people in your life who are actually benefiting from you. These might be people in your life who you were helping. And as you start to become more powerful, as your aura strength grows, people who used to like you start getting triggered by you and wanting you to be smaller, wanting you to show up smaller, wanting you to be less authentic, wanting you to not laugh so loud, wanting you to be less happy. And then also kind of poking at you, hoping they can find a hole in the foundation of your confidence. What's great about power being an inside job for, can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Is the music too loud? Because I can turn it down. Please do let me know. I'm here for you. So with power and empowerment being an inside job first, because it's an inside job first, it's a private, personal experience of realizing how you want to behave differently and how you want to show up differently. And as long as you start that process on the inside, your foundation of confidence is very strong. Your foundation of confidence is very strong, so that when you finally pop out into the world and people start noticing that you're more powerful, no matter how hard they're trying to poke holes. Thank you, Steve. They're trying to poke holes at your foundation because they don't get why suddenly you're popping out so strong. But luckily, you started your empowerment process from the inside out, so that foundation is untouchable. That foundation is untouchable. Remember, people who are not, okay, it's like if you have a dream, if you have a goal, and someone is questioning your dream or goal, and they are not in the field of your dream, they're not in the industry of your goal, they have not lived your dream, they have not fulfilled your goal, if they're like not a master in the industry that you want to be in, or that you're aiming to enter into, or that is a part of your dream, then who the fuck are they to have an opinion? Really, I mean, people are allowed to have their own opinions, but someone coming to you after learning your dreams, after learning your goal, and telling you, oh, that's not how it goes, that's not how it's going to happen, and trying to give you advice when they're not even in that industry, when they're not even successful, you got to notice that. Those are people trying to dismantle your confidence. What they're trying to do is they're trying to poke holes in that foundation of your confidence. But that confidence is what has you pursue the life of your dreams, and that makes you powerful because you're self-validating and you're self-accepting. And that's what makes power and being powerful an inside job first. Empowerment is an inside job first, because first what I do inside of my body is I completely release the attachment to external validation and external acceptance. And now I self-validate. I accept myself and I validate myself. And that gives me confidence to continue to live the life of my dreams. So as people approach me and try and poke holes in my foundation, because I don't need their validation, nor do I need their acceptance, it doesn't actually have an impact on me. It doesn't have an impact on me. And now I want to advise you all to read the book, Power versus Force. The book Power versus Force was written by David R. Hawkins, MD, PhD, God rest his soul. It's a book that I read about 10 years ago, and it took me 3 years to read because it's very meaty. It's full of amazing information. And I don't even, hola mi amor, buenos dias. We really, I don't want to ruin the book for you, but I want you to read Power versus Force by David R. Hawkins, MD, PhD, and it does a beautiful explanation of the difference between a powerful person and an abusive person, or he calls it a forceful person. Because a powerful person's power comes from the inside out and is not dependent on anyone in order to be powerful. Whereas a person who's not powerful and instead who is forceful, according to David R. Hawkins, MD, PhD, is a person who is forceful is trying to take a person out of their sovereignty. A person who's forceful is trying to make people do things that they don't want to do. A person who's forceful is trying to make people do things for them. Trying to take people out of their authenticity to get them to align with them, to accept them as their leader, or just to accept their influence. And they want to create insecurity in others in order to inspire them to listen to them. So I want you to think about that. Like, a person who's trying to force you into feeling a lack of confidence, a person who's trying to force you into feeling like you're not powerful, into like there's holes in your plan, into feeling like, you know, your idea is not going to flush out, that you should take their advice instead, when they are not even in your industry or in your field. You got to acknowledge that that's someone who's force, but you are power. You don't need to make anyone do anything. When you're in your power, you don't need anyone to do anything. If they don't want to do a thing that you are hoping they would do, you will find someone who will, voluntarily, happily, and generously. You would certainly not try and dismantle the confidence of others to trick them into supporting you and helping you. Don't do that. So when you notice others trying to dismantle your confidence in order to get you to help them, or in order to get you to take their advice, understand that those are those manipulative people who are not powerful. They thrive on disrespecting the sovereignty of others. They thrive on learning that they can manipulate people into dismantling their own personal power so that they can become a follower to a cult leader. And ultimately, people who try to force you out of your dreams to help them follow their dreams by dismantling your confidence are attempting to make themselves your God. They eventually want to dismantle your relationship with your spirit, with your God, and with your intuition. And they want to be the ones who tell you what to do and what to feel and what to believe. One example of this forceful, abusive energy is mainstream media, is the news. Trying to force people, no, what you think, what you feel, no, you should be worried about this, you should be thinking this, you should be feeling this, you can't pay your bills, you can't afford to do this, you can't do that, no, because look at all the hopeless shit we're showing you in the world, you got to be upset about. The mainstream media is a perfect example of someone who's got no power and a ton of force. It's all force. It's all just dismantling people's confidence so they don't follow the life of their dreams. That's all that's doing. And it's not just the mainstream media that exists as that kind of dismantling force, attempting to dismantle other people's personal power, okay? So start to notice how some people might get triggered because you don't need them. Some people might get triggered because you don't need their acceptance. You don't need their validation. That you don't care if they think you're cool or not. They don't care if they think you don't care if they think you're smart or not. People who see that you don't fucking care what they think about you can get really triggered, and it can cause them to behave in aberrant ways. When a person sees you so confident, in alignment with your spirit, in alignment with your purpose, in your power, what it does is it causes them to draw or attempt to draw parallels between your aura and their aura. And then what they notice is their aura is fucking weak and flimsy compared to your powerful aura. Then, because they are low vibrational, unpowerful people, not powerful people, who are abusive, they will attempt to dismantle your aura and dismantle your power so they don't feel so bad about themselves. They're like, wow, this person's powerful, amazing, and incredible. Well, let me go ahead and try and poke some holes in that system so it doesn't make me feel so bad. That's what they do. They're like, wow, this person doesn't care if I don't like them or not. This person doesn't need my validation. This person is powerful and cool without me. Let me get my minions together. Let's try and find a way. Let's try and find a way to dismantle that confidence. Straight up evil, yo. People acting like cult leaders trying to dismantle other people's sovereignty because they don't like that those people are not demonically possessed like them. And unfortunately, people that are a slave to their low vibrational desires, people who are a slave to their insecurities, people who are a slave to demonic ways of behaving and trying to force people to, give up their sovereignty and free will as humans, that's just fucking evil and demonic. There's no way around it. And it's tough because, the mainstream media is that way. And so society kind of accepts demonic and abusive behavior because you're seeing it modeled every day in your mainstream media. So it's like desensitizing everyone to the devil. So people are coming around, influenced by the devil, influenced by demons, getting triggered by powerful people who are filled with the fucking light of love and Christed love light energy, and it triggers them. It triggers them, and they try and poke holes, and they want to see where your weakness is so they don't feel so bad about themselves because they have rebuked Christ or because they have rebuked love and light. And so I feel pity for those kind of people. I feel pity. I feel pity because they're on the wrong track. And those are the kind of people who are going to end up with no friends, you know? Those are the kind of people who are going to end up alienated and isolated because everyone around them evolved and embodied love, and they chose not to. And then everyone around them who became powerful and embodied love ran away from them because those people started trying to dismantle their power and dismantle their confidence by making snide, mean, and cruel remarks because they were simply intimidated by that person's evolution. And so those people who continue to evolve despite the negative energy of the people around them, they eventually learn that, wow, actually, this person's weak, full of shit, and demonic. I'm just gonna get the fuck away from them. They're not contributing anything. They're actually trying to dismantle my power. They don't get access to me anymore. And that's how those low vibrational people end up alone. They end up alone because they're hating on everybody and criticizing everybody and just a really icky, low vibrational, power dismantling kind of person. This can be really tough and tricky if it's like a close one of your friends. You know, like, it's the people in your close life who know your dreams, who know what matters to you, who know, like, your hopes. I feel like those are the ones that really hurt. When it's like someone who's supposed to be on your team to support you, and then you realize that every single thing that they say to you seems to be for the purpose of dismantling your confidence. And it's like you can't even let your guard down around them anymore, because if you do, they will immediately start to poke holes at the foundation of your confidence. It's nefarious. It's nefarious. They're sipping on haterade. Oh, I love that. I usually would say they're sucking devil dick. Usually I say devil dick in their mouth, but I feel like sipping on haterade is like a lot more, you know, like friendly. You know? Energy is real. And power is real. And people getting triggered is real. And people getting triggered that you're more powerful than them is real. And people seeing that you're more powerful than them because they're sucking devil dick, of course they're gonna first try and keep the devil dick in their mouth and take what they're sucking from the devil and try and use it against you, because the demons and the devil energy is convincing them that they are right. And it's like, those people, I can't wake them up. I can't help them. I can't save them. Those are the people that get left behind. The rest of the collective evolves. Beep, beep. The rest of the collective evolves. The rest of the collective evolves and empowers into love and light. And then eventually there's just a small minority of demonic people left over, wondering why there's no love in their life and there's no light in their life and everything sucks. And hopefully then they will realize that they are the minority and everyone else is love and light and they're just demonic, and maybe then they'll change. Or not. Or not. Or they all turn into pigs. They all do a quick species shift when the vibrations change. Mm-hmm. Or like Pinocchio, turn into donkeys. It really sucks when it's like one of your best friends. I'm just kind of reflecting on my own experience. It really sucks when it's one of your own best friends that you realize is strategically trying to dismantle your power. I would say it's close to heartbreaking when one of your own friends who like know what's on your heart starts to try to dismantle your power. It can be eerie. It's very Halloween vibes, like a thriller or something, when someone who you fucking love and adore starts to turn on you. And you have to leave them behind. It's not easy, but it's very powerful. It's still very powerful and empowering to choose to no longer give someone access to you who is strategically working to dismantle your power and your confidence. It's like, wow, I thought they were my friend. I thought they were contributing to my power and confidence. But now when I think about it, every single thing they do and say makes me feel like shit. There's your sign. And guess what? People who are with devil dick in their mouth have a similar experience to high vibrational people. People who don't want to do the work. People who don't want to, embody love and light. They see people in love and light and they're like, I don't want to be friends with them. They make me feel like shit. And sometimes they just want to hang out with them, but usually they try and dismantle their confidence to keep them as a friend. Not using your secrets against you. Never. That's not my life. Hell no. I'm sorry you got a friend using your secrets against you. Not me. Cat. Thank God for that. Baby, but I'm 35, so I got some experience. But I know what you mean, because your close friends know your insecurities. Your close friends know your trauma. Your close friends know how to have a negative impact on you. Your close friends know your soft spots. Your close friends know your weak points. They know your weak points. Your close friends know your soft spots. That's why it's especially dysregulating and disturbing to realize that the monster is in your own house. Thank you, Lulu. Realizing that the bad guy you're inviting over every night. That the bad guy is the one that you are going out and hanging out with. And again, I don't think they're going to be bad forever. I certainly don't. But it's really not your problem when someone is trying to dismantle your power and dismantle your confidence. It's not really your job to save them, to show them Christ, to show them light and love. It's really not. The only way that you can is by embodying that energy of self-respect for yourself and no longer giving them access to you. And they can watch how your life continues to uplift and evolve and become everything you ever wanted it to be. And they can realize how their attempts to dismantle your confidence did not work. Amen, babe. Amen. And remember, I know I already said this on the other video. You guys should go make sure you're caught up on my videos. I'm trying not to repeat too much shit because we got a ton to say. But in my other videos, I was talking about people having panic attacks and short circuiting because they've been alive 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years sucking devil dick, and suddenly they realize that they're wrong and that they can take the devil dick out of their mouth. And the longer you've had that shit in your mouth and that you've been an evil person in the world, the harder the fall is when you realize that you were the one in the wrong. So, it's that shadow work, that dark night of the soul, and realizing that it's you. It was you the whole time. That's tough. That's not easy, and I don't want to pretend like that's easy, but we all go through it. And this is an adult program. We're all grown-ups here. So there should be no victims in your awakening. All right? There should be no victims to your awakening. There should be no victims in your shadow work. There should be no victims in your coming to God, okay? And if you're saying you're awakening or embodying the love and light, but you're leaving victims in your path, you're not. You're not. Now that can be tricky when people who want to dismantle your power and dismantle your confidence stab themselves and then run and lay in your path and say, you stabbed me. Because they're trying to dismantle your confidence, right? They're trying to take your power, or at least they're trying to inspire you to drain your power on your own. So they'll run ahead of you, hurt themselves, lay on the floor in front of you and claim that you made them a victim. That's right. That's also another way that low vibrational people will attempt to dismantle the power and confidence of high vibrational people. We'll put on a whole show. We'll create a false narrative where they are a victim to the high vibrational person, with hopes of getting that high vibrational person to feel empathy for them, to stop and offer comfort to them. Because as soon as they extend a hand, what's the low vibrational person gonna do? Gotcha, ha! Gotcha, ha! Grabs on, ha! Pulls them down into hell. It just takes one time of helping someone who wants to trick you to kill you. Powerful people, powerful, loving people that you are. If it doesn't make sense when someone's telling you how they're a victim to you for some reason, if it's not adding up, if it doesn't make sense, and they seem to be demanding that you feel empathy with them, for them, that you empathize with them, when a person seems to demand and push into your face and try and force you to emotionally connect with them under the guise that you somehow hurt them, I need you to treat that as a big, big red flag. Because when you're self-aware, if you hurt someone, it's obvious and it hurts you too. And if you hurt someone when you're self-aware and you didn't realize, it haunts you. And it lingers with you until you do realize. Because when you're actually a good person, when you're actually powerful and in integrity, there's a big difference between good and evil. Evil energy, when you do not engage with it and when you are actively purging it out of your body as you begin to expose it, evil energy is not something that is normal. We're not desensitized to evil energy here. Evil energy is extremely obvious. So people who put on a show for you and pretend that you've been evil and are pretending like they're a victim to something evil you did, just, don't let them gaslight you, because that's all they're doing. That's all they're doing is gaslighting you. Okay? They want you to doubt yourself so they can dismantle your power. They want to convince you that you're wrong. And they are willing, some of them are willing to hurt themselves just so they can say that it's you who hurt them. That's how obsessed they get with needing to see you as less powerful and needing to see you as less confident. You're walking this path and you're becoming more and more powerful. You're becoming more and more confident, more beautiful even as you age. You're getting more intelligent. Your senses are heightening. You're going to continue to notice more and more as you continue to purge old latent evil energy and programming out of your body, because you are self-aware and because you are doing the work and getting more powerful. You will continue to notice all of the evil in the world, and you will be able to separate yourself from it with so much ease as you continue to choose to be a good person. It's true. And it will work as a superpower, because evil people will continue to try and take advantage of you. But as you continue to choose the light, you see evil from miles and miles away. You see the evil in the back of their eyes. You hear the evil in their tone of voice. You can feel their nefarious energy. It's obvious that you don't trust them, but they don't see what you see. I was going to say that you see. They don't see that because they're in a less vibrant reality. The color spectrum that a person who is evil has access to in terms of reality is much more limited because it's a lower vibrational way of existing in hell on earth. But when hell is not an option and you get to experience more of heaven on earth, you're experiencing a wider color spectrum. You have an upper hand in most situations because you can see more than that low vibrational hellish person can see. Yeah, that's a side effect of being low vibrational. You just don't see as much as people who would never consider evil as an option can see. And that's for a reason. Because high vibrational people, godly people, people who want to manifest heaven on earth, they need protection. Because there are people who think that murder and rape is okay. There are still people who think that out in the world, and they're just walking around wanting to like watch your kids at daycare and shit. We still got people out here normalizing evil. So, yeah. Those are the people who have a limited scope, who have access to a limited range of colors. That they have access to. They have a limited range of view. They can't see it all the way you can. And there's more to be seen that you cannot see as well. If you have a feeling like someone's trying to take advantage of you, if you just start feeling like shit when you're around someone, I just need you guys to start respecting yourselves a lot more and taking it seriously. And get yourself in a skeptical space. Being skeptical is being embodied. I'm not saying paranoid. I'm simply saying extremely discerning. And I feel like discerning is like a big, heavy word, you know? So we break it down into being skeptical. It's a concept of entertained curiosity and awareness. Enjoying your life, still able to be happy and enjoy things and feel powerful and pursue your passions. Do things and dance and have fun or whatever. And also be able to be in that high vibrational space and be able to notice, that's interesting. And still having fun, next thing that energy knows is you're fucking 10 miles away. You're fucking 5 miles away. That low vibrational energy, you just felt it for a second and you were like, oh. Walk away, and you're gone before they even notice. So it's like they've got the knife and they think they're about to get you or whatever, and you're gone because they're seeing reality so much slower. So like you're gonna see the person charging at you so that you can get out of the way, but from their point of view, it's gonna seem like you move fast like lightning, like flash. They're gonna think you have some kind of superpower in how you just disappeared. And people who talk to you like that, hey, I saw you and then you just disappeared. Hey, we were out, I was gonna say something and then you just disappeared. Start to pay attention. Who's actually in alignment? Who's actually in alignment and can exist with you in your power without needing to dismantle it? People who are okay with you being powerful and who understand that you being powerful says nothing about their power. If they're not powerful, that's their own issue. And if they are powerful, that's also an inside job. Your personal power is always an inside job. So I want you to be around people who aren't projecting the responsibility for their power onto you. I want you to be in relation with people who don't take the personal responsibility of being a good person and project it onto others. There is a lot of beauty out there. Beautiful people, beautiful experiences, beautiful weather, beautiful nature, beautiful feelings. There's a lot of love out there. Social love, friend love, community love, romantic love, sensual love, intimate love, spiritual love, emotional love, physical love. Oh my God, there's like a lot of great, delicious things out there for you to experience inspiration, elation, bliss in a healthy way. In alignment with your spirit, in alignment with your highest vibrational reality. It's already here. It's already here. And as we engage with those positive energies in a healthy way, we do feel more and more and more powerful, okay? This means you might be noticing the separation between the energy of that is you and then the energy that is people that obviously are holding space for evil. And as you continue to notice that, understand that they don't know you can see them so well. They do not have access to that same range of colors that you do. You are able to separate yourself, remove yourself, and create safety and boundaries for yourself so you can continue to stay in alignment with that highest vibrational reality without them ever noticing. Okay? I'm telling you, unless you need to defend yourself against someone, this is all very undercover type of shit. Like, you're seeing shit that other people don't know you're seeing, and you're navigating very hush-hush. And next thing they know, you're not around. Next thing they know, their strike doesn't hit. Next thing they know, their attempt to dismantle your confidence doesn't hit the target. Because you saw it coming, and you moved out of the way, and you stayed in alignment. And that's what this is about, is being okay with the fact that you see things, and you understand things, and you know how to make smart choices for yourself. You know how to make smart choices for yourself. And it sucks that it upsets people that you see what they're doing. For them, it sucks for them. But people getting upset because you see that they're gaslighters, people getting upset because you see that they're selfish users, people getting upset because you see they're evil and you're not going to engage with it, and you're going to not engage with them at all. They don't get access to you anymore because you're walking away because that's evil. Without ever having to say it, you just staying in the light. That's going to trigger people sometimes. But you will see their attack before it comes. If you're really paying attention, if you're really doing the work, you will see the attack before it comes, and you will always be able to navigate away, and they will always not have access to you. I hope this helps. I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep taking care of yourselves, okay? A lot of you are ready for a raise in your career. A lot of you are ready for a leadership position in your career. A lot of you are ready for a higher position in your profession. You're ready to be in higher levels of leadership. So congratulations on just being an incredible person and not letting that devil shit get you down. Congratulations. I know it can feel alienating yourself by choosing to no longer engage with evil energies and evil people. I know. And I'm really proud of you. And I just want to remind you that God needs all the light workers to be really spread out across the grid so that it's equal light dispersion. I want to remind you, an actual light worker's energetic quotient, our aura score, our aura count, the measurement of how bright our energy is, a light worker, it's like 4 million decibels compared to a regular person with evil in their body who is like a 4 decibel. Their energy field, their light is like 4 decibels. But a light worker is like 4 billion decibels. It's remarkably a different impact. This is why prayer works. This is why praying for people, sending positive thoughts, sending love and light, this is why it works. This is why it feels like light workers are a minority on the planet right now. And this is why God has us all spread out so much. Because one light worker can cover like a 7,000 mile radius. One light worker can cover quite a radius to illuminate a very large quotient of geography. So God spreads us all out to make sure that light gets dispersed equally. So just because you are not the majority right now in your community, in your local environment, in your society, I hope you will not allow that to dismantle your confidence in the fact that you have a big, beautiful soul and a beautiful, wonderful, positive impact to have on the world. You're ready and you want to. There are things you want to try. There are ideas that you want to have. So you might have to keep some of these ideas to yourself, and you might have to pursue some of these things independently, individually, and without a lot of support around you right now. But I hope you don't let that discourage you. I still hope that you do follow your dreams and Seek out the professional support if you need support. Seek it out professionally rather than from haters. Okay? Pay people. Pay people who are not emotionally connected to you at all to help if you need that, rather than paying haters or asking haters to help. It's not worth it. You don't want to engage with that kind of energy at all. In my professional opinion. I'm really proud of you guys. This isn't the most comfortable energy to navigate through, and you're staying in the light. We're staying in the light. Oh my gosh, and we're feeling more powerful. We're feeling more confident. We're starting to get our inspiration drummed up so we can have our next set of ideas for how we want our futures to be. So get excited. It's like being a teenager again and deciding how do I want my future to be. Get excited. Don't share your amazing ideas with demonic people, because all they're going to do is try and dismantle your confidence in the idea. If you can visualize something with your own creative mind, that means you have the ability to truly manifest it in the physical world. God won't let you visualize it if it's not possible to manifest it. Do you hear me? God won't let you visualize it if it's not possible to manifest it. So you might have to keep some of these visualizations to yourself right now. Keep them private and personal so that no one tries to dismantle it. And yeah, I know it makes it sound like I'm saying be scared of people dismantling it. I'm not saying be scared. I'm saying be skeptical. Be skeptical, sweetie. Be skeptical. People won't even notice that they're trying to dismantle your power and confidence. They just take it so personally that you make them realize that they suck. They take it personally that you make them realize that they suck, that they're low vibrational. They feel like you're calling them out when all you're doing is existing authentically in your power. So, be easy on yourself. Keep doing your thing. Keep moving forward. Don't you give up, and definitely keep a journal so that 40 years from now, when you are rich and successful and famous, if that's what you want, you can look back and show your kids or your grandkids or your mentees, I started in this place. No one was there to support me, and I figured it out. It's going to be such a good and inspiring story. Oh my God. So this is the start of your hero's journey. You thought you already made it through the hero's journey, and it's a reboot. So do not be afraid to visualize the most best case scenario. Your most best case scenario that you haven't even visualized yet. Don't be afraid to go there. And it might be freaky because as you visualize this best case scenario for you, it might not have certain people in the picture. Ooh. Don't let that hold you back from aligning with everything that God wants for you and your whole soul purpose, your whole life purpose. There's a natural magnetism for it. There's a natural I'm just interested in the things I'm already supposed to be doing. My spirit draws me towards the things that are in alignment with my life purpose. So it's about me staying in alignment with my spirit so I can keep being aligned with God's purpose for me, God's message for me. And luckily, it's all aligned with my heart-centered likes. So just keep doing what your spirit likes. And don't be surprised if what your spirit likes ends up moving you away from certain people who are... I love you all. Congratulations on getting to hear this message. My videos don't reach a ton of people, but the few that the video does reach, it's my honor to give you spiritual guidance and support. It's my honor to entertain and awaken you and inspire you. I'm so happy you're here. So I'll be around. I'm gonna save this video, don't worry, and I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye, my dears.